ask yourself, what do you want to know how to say and understand? I have decided this year that I'm taking Spanish series, okay? And I've kind of mastered a few things to practice on the daily so that I'm consuming Spanish in a very digestible way that allows me to be disciplined, okay? Numero uno. First thing I do is in the morning, I write down, what do I want to learn today? What do I want to know how to say? What do I know that I need to work on? And how am I going to get it done? And then I work my way down from there. So right now, I am learning how to talk about things around my home. Like my, couch is gray. My bathroom is upstairs. Like things like that. Sentence structures like that. So one thing I need to know is home in apartments vocabulary. So I need to know how to say a couch. I need to know how to say bathroom. I need to know how to say closet. I need to know how to say dining room. So I'm learning the vocabulary of what is in a home. That's one. Two, I'm being very cautious and understanding and just very detailed in understanding those filler words. So this couch, that, I have, I'm taking, I like things like that form a sentence. So things that have to do with location or listings or directions. Those words are also very important because you can't form a sentence without it. It means nothing to just know a whole bunch of vocabulary words. Next, I'm also trying to focus on whether I'm going to stay in the past, present, or future tense. When you are forming sentences and learning how to write in Spanish or speak it, what I found helpful is to try to stay in one tense. So right now I'm trying to stay in the present tense when I am forming these sentences and trying to talk myself when I'm learning these things, because it's very helpful in trying to learn how to conjugate the past tense and the future tense, and I gotta switch this word around so try to stay in one tense when you are finding a subject that you're going to focus on learning. Once I feel like I've sat down and I've read my flashcards, I've done a little bit of work in my textbook, I then lead and go on to watching a TV show or a TikTok. And it doesn't matter that the subject isn't mattering, I'm listening to Spanish. I'm hearing the different dialects and accents, and that's helping me learn how to hear it and listen when I'm having a conversation with someone in Spanish in the future. Found a couple of Spanish TikTokers that they do it very quick, but not like here's 10 phrases on how to tell somebody I love you and drop. They are really intentional about which specific Spanish words, phrases, vocabulary that they're giving to you, that is going to be very situational. It's very common that you are going to use these phrases or words or whatever in normal conversation, so they give it to you that way. Next, I have the Spanish textbook that I've been working on all year. It has been extremely helpful for me because at the end of the day, learning a language in the textbook is not fun, but it helps with the fundamentals. So I found a textbook from Barnes & Noble, and it's on Amazon as well, that has been very helpful for me to get my vocabulary, my grammar down, and my sentencing structure and conjugations and things. That's definitely something that's going to be needed. It's the most boring part about learning a language, and probably what turns people off and doesn't allow them to be disciplined, but it's necessary. And then for a little bit of extra fun, I just watch a TV series or a movie in Spanish. So right now I'm watching Narcos, so I'm going to do a review on how that's working out for me. But finding a series allows you to get familiar with characters and get familiar with language and certain phrases that are being used by these characters. I feel like that's much more effective than a movie, like a one-off, because you're able to develop with the characters and learn their verbiage and their slang and the way that they speak, versus a movie is just one and done. So I recommend that. Giving myself a routine, every morning, this is the subject. Okay, I'm gonna practice writing it. Okay, then I'm gonna practice reading it, and then I'm gonna watch a TikTok on it or listen to a podcast or watch it. Giving myself a subject and then a routine on how to accomplish retaining whatever that subject is has helped me be disciplined this year. I've been wanting to learn Spanish for 5 years. I've never been disciplined up until this year. So give yourself a routine, a subject at the beginning of the day or the beginning of the week. Maybe it takes you a couple days or a couple weeks to learn a subject. And in between that, make sure you're practicing your conjugations and your grammar so that the sentence is actually making sense and you're able to speak it. So that has been something that's been very helpful to me. It took me a while to get into the groove of this routine, like trying to figure out what do I want to say. But I feel like the best way to get disciplined and to have a routine is to ask yourself, what do you want to know how to say and understand? Because like to say I want to learn how to speak Spanish, I want to know how to say everything, that's not really gonna like help you learn the language. It's like you saying I want to make $1 million. Okay, how are you going to make $1 million? What do you have to do every single day to get $1 million? What do I have to do every single day and learn to be fluent in conversational Spanish?